guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. Tonight I thought we would talk about plant-based, vegan, or dairy-free snacks that you can find throughout the theme parks. I know a good chunk of you might not be interested in this video, but I get a lot of you who actually follow me because you know that I am vegan. So even if you aren't vegan yourself, maybe you're just sensitive to dairy or you're traveling with someone who's vegetarian or vegan, this video could absolutely be helpful to you. So for those of you who don't know, I have been vegan for over 12 years. Yeah, so this is not a recent thing for me. I've been vegan for quite some time. Before that, I was a vegetarian for a very, very long time. I also sadly have a dairy allergy and do have to carry an EpiPen with me. So I do kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to vegan, plant-based, and dairy-free snacks. So I thought I would just do a video for those of you who follow me for that reason. And like I said, dairy-free, vegan or not, these are some good, tasty snacks for anyone to try, whether it's for a dietary reason or not. But first, I must say, if you have an actual allergy, right? Like me, if you're actually allergic to dairy, before you just run up and get any of these items, you definitely want to check the allergy binder and make sure products didn't change. Products change all the time. Ingredients change all the time. We don't want to get ourselves into an anaphylactic situation, right? That's a big no-no. So always ask to see the allergy binder as a just in case. But currently, right now, the last time I checked, all these items have been dairy-free and perfect for me. Again, cross-contamination situations are different for every person, as you know, if you do have an allergy. So always double check, ask those questions. Don't just, take my word for it. Do your own research as well. And vegans. Disney refers to these items as plant-based. That's because they don't want to have to worry about where the sugar came from. As vegans, we want our sugars to come from a certain location, right? Plant-based, they don't really care so much. So just know going into it, most of these items probably are not made with our vegan sugar. And sometimes these items are in a shared fryer. So you definitely have to ask those questions depending on how specific you want to be with your vegan items. But Disney absolutely labels these things as plant-based. So plant-based, vegan, dairy-free, whatever. These are my top 20 items that you can find at the theme parks. 2 of them are from Disney Springs, but most of these are theme parks, guys. So absolutely, I cannot wait to share my list with you. Note, in addition to all these things, you can usually get French fries. Again, talk about that shared fryer. There's usually bags of chips, fresh fruit, pickles, and some form of allergen-friendly cookie or something that we can purchase in addition to these items. So just kind of know that going into it. And I picked snacks. So these are not necessarily items you have to go to a table service location to get. These are readily available at kiosks and quick service kind of locations, right? Grab and go type stuff, not sit down waitress, waiter. These are snacks and desserts that we can easily get, right? Yeah, are you ready? So in no particular order, because I kind of put the easy ones first and then went down the list. First one is popcorn, and I'm talking about the freshly popped butter popcorn that you smell as you go throughout the theme parks. Yeah, those are vegan, guys. Those are plant-based and dairy-free popcorn. So the ones you get in the popcorn bucket, 100% perfect for us. But it goes further than that, guys. Not only can we get the everyday buttered popcorn, we can get the maple popcorn that they freshly pop over in Canada, as well as the Star Warsian popcorn you can get in Galaxy's Edge. Star Wars has 2 different flavors or colors. We can actually get them both. Again, not sure where their dye comes from. That's when the vegan and the plant-based thing comes into play. But it is technically safe for us, so just know that going into it. Popcorn, freshly popped popcorn, yes, 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 buttered maple and Star Wars. And of course, one of my favorites, the Mickey pretzel. Absolutely, the Mickey pretzel is plant-based. If you need something Mickey shaped, gotta go with the pretzel. I mean, nothing makes me more happier than eating the heck out of Mickey's face, right? Who's with me? Yeah. Anything Mickey shaped, and we all just go goo-goo for it. The pretzel is a plant-based, is vegan, is dairy-free. Now you do have to be careful here because they do also make a cheese stuffed pretzel as well as like a Parmigiano sprinkled cheddar something pretzel. And sometimes they'll store the regular pretzel with the cheese pretzel in the same container. Plant-based people probably don't care. Those of you with a dairy allergy, that might be a concern for some of you, so just kind of look out for that. I think in the most part, most of them have tried to keep them separate, but you just don't know, so just kind of know that going into it. And of course, the pretzel does come with cheese sauce on the side. It's in a little cup. Just buy it without the cheese. It's actually like 50 cents cheaper or something like that. But yes, pretzel. Gotta eat the Mickey pretzel. And for those of you who are wondering about Mickey waffles, they are not on my list because there's nowhere to just quick and grab and get vegan, dairy-free Mickey waffles, but you can get them on property, usually at a table service like restaurant. So just know that Mickey waffles are possible. They're just not on my snack list. Next thing here is the Dole Whip. Yes, yes, yes. Classic flavor is pineapple, but they have come out with other fruity flavors that we can have as well. Let's see, strawberry, raspberry. I think I've seen a watermelon somewhere. Lemon and lime are my absolute favorite. Orange. So yes, Dole Whips. We can absolutely have Dole Whips. They are plant-based. They are vegan. Again, depends on how picky you want to get with those ingredients. But just the fruit flavors. You do not want to get the vanilla. The vanilla has dairy in it. So none of the swirls. We don't want to get a fruit with the vanilla swirl. The vanilla is not plant-based. Those of you with food allergies, dairy allergies, the way they make the Dole Whips is they do dump a bunch of powder in the machine and then it circulates and it makes the Dole Whip. Some people are really concerned about the powder and how it blows around. So just do your own research and make sure you feel safe. And the reason I say that is because if the fruit is next to the vanilla and the vanilla powder is going around, that could cause some cross-contamination depending on your sensitivity. It's never been an issue for us, but in the beginning, we always tried to find locations where they just had the fruit in one vessel and the vanilla in another vessel, not one that did like vanilla and fruit that came out of the same vessel, if that kind of makes sense. But definitely Dole Whips, the fruit, not the vanilla, are plant-based. My favorite, absolute favorite, sorry Mickey pretzel, I have one better than you, is the candied nuts. I love the candied nuts. Now, I am allergic to some tree nuts, not all tree nuts, but for whatever reason, I can absolutely eat these candied nuts. They have almonds and pecans. I am an almond girl, but they are plant-based. They are vegan. Yes, absolutely love them. You can get them at certain kiosks and they come in like a little pink-shaped cone. They are roughly expensive, like $7 or $8. I love them so much that when I find a kiosk that sells the candied nuts, I'll buy like 2 or 3 of them and shove them in my backpack and eat them throughout the next few days because they're not like easily to get as like popcorn and Mickey pretzels are. They're kind of like harder to get. They're not everywhere, right? So when I see them, I absolutely have to get them. Candied nuts, instant protein, a little instant sugar. Yes. Love them. Next thing here are the Edie's strawberry fruit bars. So anytime you got someone with you who wants a Mickey's premium ice cream bar and they're just getting chocolate dripping down their face and you're getting a little jealous, right? Note that they do have a strawberry fruit bar that is plant-based as well. It's usually inside those frozen kiosk things, the same place you would get the Mickey's premium ice cream bar. You can get a strawberry fruit bar as well. They come pre-wrapped and you can go ahead and eat them. As far as I know, they're still doing Edie's brand, so if you wanna look up the ingredients, go right ahead. But it's like eating frozen strawberries on a stick. Num, 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 num. Ice cream, yes. We can get ice cream too, guys. So most locations that have some form of ice cream parlor also have plant-based ice cream, usually in the back. Sometimes it's on the menu, sometimes it's not. Go ahead and ask. But if you have a dairy allergy, you want to ask them to scoop the ice cream from the back, the containers they have in the back, not the containers that may have had mixed, spoons in them, thus cross-contamination. I know it's a pain in the butt. Cast members are usually okay to do it as long as I tell them I have a dairy allergy, which I do. They'll take a fresh spoon, they'll clean their hands, they'll go to the back and get me fresh scoops from the back. Sometimes the ice cream brand is Tofutti, sometimes it's So Delicious, it kind of changes. But any place you can really get normal ice cream, like the ice cream parlor on Main Street, absolutely does this, and so does Salt and Straw. Salt and Straw actually has specialty vegan flavors that they have all the time. Salt and Straw is at Disney Springs. Same kind of thing. I tell them I have an allergy. They go to the back and hand scoop from the back and, from a container that hasn't been opened yet, to keep it nice and safe for me. But definitely ice cream, guys. Everyone else is eating ice cream. We can have ice cream too. And the last thing I heard is the peanut butter sauce is vegan, right? Plant-based. And some places will have the plant-based whipped cream and chocolate sauce. So it never hurts to ask. Go ahead and ask them for plant-based ice cream. Next thing up, and I'm gonna say it wrong, is the Kringla. Yeah? Bakery. It is the bakery in Norway. They have a soft pastry pretzel that is plant-based. They actually have two options, one covered in chocolate and one covered in, I do believe it's almond slices. It is a pastry, so it doesn't really taste like a pretzel per se, but it is shaped like a pretzel. Note, there are golden raisins inside them, which I'm not a huge fan of, so I usually will pick out the raisins like a toddler and enjoy my pastry pretzel chocolatey almond goodness. That is the bakery in Norway. Next thing up is Sunshine Seasons. This is the cafeteria style like restaurant inside the Land Pavilion, right? They have a cookies and cream mousse cup that is plant-based. It is very rich and very chocolatey, but if you got a chocolate craving, and it's really hard to get like a candy bar, go ahead and get the mousse. It's a little cup, it's easy to grab. So I told you I was picking things that are easy. So this cafeteria style restaurant is easy. The mousse is in a refrigerator. You go in, you grab the mousse, you check out. No waitress, no waiting, no nothing. It's chocolatey, it's rich. It can fill the needs if you have a chocolate craving. Next thing up is the Connections Eatery over at Epcot. They have a mango coconut milkshake that is so good, and I don't like mango, and it's plant-based, and it is so yummy. My daughter and I sometimes will split one because we get the freezies, or sometimes it melts too fast and we'll share one, or sometimes we'll get our own, doesn't matter. Connections Eatery, Epcot, mango coconut milkshake, yummy, yummy, yummy. Now this one's new for the new CommuniCore Plaza that was just opened at Epcot. They have a little location in there called Festival Favorites. Well, inside Festival Favorites, they have the Coconut Trelicious cake. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, guys. Anyway, it's a vanilla cake with coconut, and it's soaked in 3 different types of milk, and it is so good. It usually is something we would get during one of the Epcot festivals, but per this Festival's Favorites location, they actually feature 2 different festival favorites, and the dessert here is the coconut cake, which is plant-based. Next thing on the list is La Fou's Brew. Yeah, Gaston and his buddy LeFou over at Gaston's Tavern. Now I have to be honest and say I have never personally had this. I am not one for sugary beverages. I'm just going to be honest. So there's 2 things on the list I have never had for that reason, but it's apple juice with like a marshmallow tasting foam, and it's kind of got a little bit of mango in it, and it's basically kind of an applesauce slushy with kind of a marshmallowy topping. But it's plant-based. It is technically vegan and dairy-free. Not a lot of people know that. So if you are looking for something to quickly cool you down, some sort of frozen drinking through a straw kind of iconic drink, yeah, LeFou's Brew over at Gaston's Tavern, which is at, Magic Kingdom, is dairy-free. The frozen Minute Maid lemonades are also dairy-free, right? So you can get two flavors. One is lemon and one is strawberry. Again, these are usually located in those frozen kind of kiosk carts. Same place where you would get the Mickey's Premium Ice Cream Bar or the Strawberry Eaties, popsicle. You can get Minute Maid frozen in a container. You eat it with a spoon. We've gotten this several times. Sometimes my kids are just overheated. They can't usually finish the container themselves because, again, it's a sugary treat. My family we're not used to that. But absolutely share it with family and friends. Get a spoon and just kind of eat your lemonade and your strawberry frozen Minute Maid. But again, because it's so hot, it might drip and get watery quickly, but you can always drink it, right, if it's thawing out. All right, my husband's favorite, and no, he is not vegan. This is just his favorite, and it just happens to be plant-based, right? That is the giant pretzel from Germany. That's right. There is a little kiosk cart outside of Germany at Epcot where you can get a giant, huge pretzel, like a Germany pretzel that, yes, is vegan. And it's really, really good. You would think it's just a Mickey pretzel. It's not. They do taste a little bit different between the giant Germany pretzel and the Mickey pretzel. And of course, they have mustard there for taste. Yeah, if you want to put mustard on your pretzel. And yes, you can get the pretzel with beer if you wanted to. No, I did not check if the beer was vegan, but the pretzel is definitely plant-based. How about a strawberry smoothie? Now this one I keep forgetting about because, again, I don't drink kind of frozen sugary things, but they have a strawberry smoothie that's kind of like a strawberry Dole Whip, kind of whipped together to make like a milkshake or like a smoothie over at Gravities, which is a quick service beverage location. You quickly go in, people are getting shakes and slushies and things, and you come out. Located in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom. It's strawberry, it's a smoothie, it's a drink. You drink it with a straw. Yum, 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 yum. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about this except for the fact it might melt a little too fast. But yes, you're looking for something sweet, strawberry, Gravities. The Tangerine Cafe over in Morocco is a good place for you to get something a little less sweet, maybe a little more hearty. And that is to get some hummus and some other dips along with some fresh Moroccan like pita bread. It is a snack, again, Epcot, Morocco. So you get some hummus, some dips, Moroccan bread, the big Moroccan bread, and you rip it and you dip it and it's a nice snack. It's a nice, healthy snack amongst all the sugary snacks that are everywhere. Now this is when we get to Disney Springs a little bit, Sprinkles. There is a cupcake location in Disney Springs called Sprinkles. They have one cupcake that is vegan, and that is the red velvet cupcake. It usually comes with the red V on top of it, V for vegan. And I have gotten this several times through the cupcake ATM vending machine they have outside their shop. I have eaten this cupcake several times, and to me, it's always been delicious, moist, flavorful, and delicious. I actually prefer the Sprinkles Red Velvet Cupcake over the cupcakes at the next location that I'm going to talk about next. So yes, Red Velvet, Sprinkles, Disney Springs. Next thing up is Erin McKenna's Bakery. So if you are vegan and been vegan for a while, you probably have heard of Erin McKenna's. It is a full-on bakery located at Disney Springs, formerly known as a Baby Cakes. They are known for having their entire bakery to be not only vegan, but also gluten-free. So if you are gluten-free, you're gonna love Erin McKenna's. If you're vegan, you're gonna love Erin McKenna's. But I think that's why I prefer the Sprinkles Cupcake over Erin McKenna's, because Erin McKenna's is also gluten-free and I don't need to be gluten-free, but my daughter is. So anyway, I love Erin McKenna's because it's the first time my kids have a full-on bakery and they can pick and choose whatever item they want. It's not like one location with one snack. It is pick your poison, people. What do you want? Cookies, brownies, cupcakes, donuts, bagels, cake slices. They have it all in a bakery, 100% vegan. My favorite, the donuts and also the strawberry shortcake cake slice. Oh my gosh, so good. But yes, Erin McKenna's and Sprinkles, both located at Disney Springs. Erin McKenna's, you are gonna get more items to pick and choose from. Next thing on my list is the classic black and white cookie. Now you do get this at Epcot, but unfortunately it's a seasonal item, but I went ahead and added it to my list. It happens during the International Festival of the Holidays, so somewhere between Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve, right? You can get the black and white cookie. It's usually located at a kiosk near Morocco. It is your classic half chocolate, half vanilla cookie. They're a good size. Sometimes there's like a hint of lemon in them. They're so good, to the point where I will order a couple of them. Be careful though, when it's hot, that chocolate will melt and get all over your fingers. So a lot of finger licking happening when you get the black and white cookie. But if you go during that 1 month, absolutely got to check out that kiosk for that cookie. The same thing goes for the potato latkes. You can also get these at Epcot per the festivals. I'm pretty sure they have them at all the festivals. They have the potato latkes, but sometimes it's potato latke with applesauce, and sometimes it's potato latke with an aioli, garlicky, I don't even know what, like a creme sauce. Either way, so good. So good, to the point where I will usually get 2 of them, which is 4 latkes, and I'll sit there and I'll eat and I'll, you know. But sometimes you can find the potato latkes near Germany at a kiosk, and then sometimes they have them in Morocco. It just depends on the season, the festival, or whatever. But yes, they're plant-based, they are vegan, thus dairy-free. So yeah, that black and white cookie and the potato latke, Epcot, festivals, seasonally, but delicious. Now, sadly, the last one here is also not at a park. That is what I'm calling the resort cupcake. Many of the resorts, although when I was looking on the app, it's not all resorts. I found them mostly at values and moderates, but it's this generic plant-based cupcake that they must make on property somewhere, and they filter in a couple of the quick services at some of the resorts. But it's a vegan, plant-based chocolate cupcake with like a vanilla buttercream topping. Usually it has sprinkles or it's got some sort of decoration on it. The decorations and whatnot change seasonally. It's always the same cupcake though. It's a chocolate cupcake with vanilla frosting. It's got like a banana taste, so they must use banana as a replacement for the egg. So it does have a bit of a banana taste if you do or do not like banana. Now, sadly, I've had this cupcake twice now, and both times it was a little dry, to the point where I would have preferred going to Sprinkles to get the red velvet. But sometimes when you just want a dessert, right? You're vegan, you're plant-based, everyone else is having dessert, you want one too. Yeah, go ahead and get the one at the resort that's labeled plant-based. But yeah, that is 20, folks. 20 vegan, plant-based, dairy-free snack and dessert items on property, and we didn't have to sit down at a restaurant to get them. Again, my common favorites are the candy nuts and the Mickey pretzels. Of course, if we're at Disney Springs, we will 100% hit up Aaron McKenna's and or Sprinkles as well. And we actually will get so much Aaron McKenna, we'll take it back to our room, and then we'll have vegan treats to eat throughout the next few days. So yes, definitely. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video or found it useful if you are plant-based, vegan, dairy-free, or you're going with someone who is, or you're just kind of curious on what's out there, right? Hopefully you enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you can think of anything else that I forgot. I mean, I really was thinking, okay, what else is there? What else is there? If you can think of something else, let me know in the comments. But as always, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications. Like this video, pretty please. If you have someone who you know is vegan, plant-based, or dairy-free, send them this video, because really this video could benefit a lot of people. Egg allergy, same thing, because vegan equals no dairy and no eggs. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you want more of vegan videos. I try not to do too many of them because I know there's not a lot of you out there interested in this content, but maybe there is. So let me know. You never know. I can always make more because I am vegan. I am raising 2 vegan children, and we are very aware of where we can eat on Disney property. So yeah, let me know in the comments. But as always, guys, mahalo for watching. Nina out. Bye.